Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Oh my freaking god, this has been such a crazy day. First of all, we have to give a huge shout out to Rob with Digital Asset News. Not only did I discover that he watches my videos every day as he claimed on his Twitter, but he actually shared my latest video on his Twitter account. Holy freaking moly, I can't believe this. Keep in mind, Rob is actually my number one favorite crypto YouTuber. I've actually been watching him for about like a year now, and I absolutely love him. I can't believe that he watches my videos. I can't thank him enough for shouting me out on his YouTube channel and then posting my video on his Twitter account and sharing it and telling everybody that he watches me every day. So I don't want to spend too much time on it because this is an actual video I'm making, but I did have to go ahead and shout that part out. So thank you so much, Rob. To the new subscribers, I talk about crypto sometimes, but for the most part, I mostly deal with just overall finance and the stock market, as most of my money is in stocks. But I actually do plan to start to talk about crypto a lot more because I'm starting to get a lot more into it. I'm starting to learn more about it. And honestly, I like crypto. I've had crypto since 2020 now, well, a little bit before that, but whatever. My history with crypto is a little complicated. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the almighty, the stock market tomorrow. And so first, let me go ahead and say this. Yes, I am going to speak a little bearish. And the reason why is because I want to give you guys the truth. And what do I always say about the YouTubers on this channel? A lot of what they do, I told you, these full-time YouTubers, you have to be careful. Not every single one is bad, but a lot of them, especially in the stock world, are dangerous because what sounds better? What's going to help their sales for their courses and their buy and sell alerts? Telling you the stock market will be fine and to keep buying stocks, or telling you the truth, right? If you get bearish as a YouTuber, as a stock YouTuber, less people are going to watch your videos, right? That's just how it goes. When the market is down, less people watch stock stuff. When the market is up, the views are going up. That's the way that it works. But I am here to give you guys the god dang truth. And the god dang truth that I have been saying for the entire month of May is that things are not looking good in terms of macroeconomics, and I have been holding cash, and I am still going to hold cash. I don't care if the market rallies from here, which it very well could, right? But let's go ahead and just do a little bit of talking, right? So I'm reading this news right here that the Fed's Waller says that the Fed is united to do whatever it takes to bring down inflation, right? And Waller also says that he supports raising rates by 50 basis points for several meetings. Waller also doesn't favor slowdown in 50 basis point rate rises until inflation drops closer to 2%. Now, here's where it gets tricky. We're starting to see signs that inflation has peaked, right? We saw that in the last CPI print, but I told you guys, inflation peaking means nothing in my opinion. What we need to see is inflation come down. That's what we need to see, because if inflation peaks, but it stays at 8% and it just stays there, that ain't good. That's killing people, right? So you have that. And in my personal opinion, I can't make this any more clear than I already have, right? Even based on the statement we just saw right there, I really think the Fed is trying to kind of, I don't want to say crash the market, but I think they're trying to bring the market down. I really do. I really do. I mean, is this statement not ironic? Like, the guy literally comes out and says it today, given the fact that the market opens tomorrow. And last week, we finally snapped the 7-week losing streak in the S&P 500 and the 8-week losing streak in the Dow, where basically that means they went 7 and 8 weeks of just going straight down. It was rough, right? But I know nobody wants to hear this, but I have to give this update. I have said this so many times. You've got inflation. You've got recession fears. Every single business is reporting terrible Q2 guidance, which is why their stocks are tanking and going to crap. You're seeing a lot of companies, Facebook, Snapchat, Meta, I don't know, somewhere else. All these businesses are slowly either laying off workers or they're slowing their hiring. And so for me personally, not only, it's a twofold thing for me, right? I want to have more cash to prepare for the recession because there's no guarantee my job's going to keep me. They might lay me off. I don't know. They might lay you off. In a recession, jobs get real mean and they start laying folks off, right? Remember 2020? I remember. It happened. So I just want to make that very clear. I think cash is good. And obviously you shouldn't have all cash, but I think cash is good to protect yourself and have a nice, cushy emergency fund just for the rare event that you end up getting laid off from your job, right? And then the other part to it is I don't think it makes sense to buy individual stocks right now because I'm not, obviously you can't predict the bottom, right? You can't. But you can at least pay attention and see that things ain't looking good. And you can also pay attention to history and look at history and recognize that since we know we're in a bear market, the average bear market normally falls much further than where we are now. And typically in bear markets, you have these violent rallies that are like these gotcha moments, right? These are like these suckers rallies where it's like, oh my God, the bull market is back. No, it ain't. And then next thing you know, they end up making the next leg down, which is what I strongly believe is going to happen here. We might get a nice little rally here. And I guess for the people who are traders, congratulations. But for me, I'm a long-term investor. I'm in here for the long haul. Now, keep in mind, I am still 80% invested in stocks. Most of the stocks that I own are index funds because that's the safest and best thing you can buy. I mean, very few people can beat the market, and I made that very clear. So I've got my index funds, but I am holding cash, and I know that is unpopular to say. I know you don't get many videos when you say that. People want to hear, this stock is going to 50x in a bear market. Buy NEO, buy SoFi, buy DraftKings. I don't know. What are the other stocks? Buy Workhorse, Nano Dimension. This crypto is going to, but I just want to tell the truth. And based on everything I'm saying, I just, no. It's just not something I'm interested in. I'm fine with holding cash. I think cash is smart because at the end of the day, yes, I know, guys, you're getting eaten by inflation, blah, blah, blah. Inflation going to kill you. Man, be quiet. Inflation is not going to kill me because I'm holding my cash for a few months. It ain't like I'm going to be holding cash for 10 years. So calm all that down. I'm only holding cash. I don't know when I'm going to get back in the market, but I want to make it very clear. I am not trying to necessarily time the market. As a matter of fact, I don't know why I said necessarily. I am not trying to time the market. Timing the market is impossible. So if I see something that is at a reasonable valuation, like, for example, some of the stocks I've been looking at, Starbucks I really like, Facebook I really like. Those are stocks that, in my opinion, have been in pretty good valuations. I did a discounted cash flow on Tesla. My discounted cash flow did say that 724 was a fair value for Tesla. So you take with that what you will. Now, I don't plan to buy Tesla yet because I still think it's going to go to $500. I still think that Elon Musk is going to probably sell some of those stocks. But I just want to make very clear that what I am not doing is I am not timing the market. What I am doing is I am being cautious for twofold reasons, right? All you can do is do the best that you want to do with your money for what you think. And I'm just sharing my thoughts with you. So I just want to make this so clear. Not timing the market. You're free to do whatever you want. But in my personal opinion, I really think this is nowhere near the bottom. And that's not just for stocks. That's for crypto. I don't think we've seen the mother of all crashes. Matter of fact, I might even make a video on this. Look at the history of what happens whenever a big bubble bursts. What happens to the markets after that, right? And for those who didn't know, newsflash, 2021 was a bubble. That's a classic bubble. As a matter of fact, that was the bubble of all bubbles. Like, people became multimillionaires from putting $1,000 in the cum rocket of crypto, right? People became multimillionaires from buying penny stocks, which are the laughing stock of the stock market. Like, that was a bubble. So if you look at the history of what normally happens after the bubble, normally after big bubbles, you get huge crashes, right? And again, I'm not going to time the market. As a matter of fact, the way that I am investing for sure ensures that I'm not going to catch the bottom, right? And I'm not trying to catch the bottom. What I keep saying is a lot of these stock YouTubers, because it helps their channel and it's good for business and it's good for selling their courses and all their sneaky, spooky, whatever they're selling. They sell all kind of crap these days. Their Moo link down below stuff, whatever, right? It's good for them. So they're going to tell you whatever you want to hear. But I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear, what I want to hear. I'm here to tell you the objective truth based on everything that I have been reading. I am normally a bull, but in this environment, I just don't see a reason to be a bull, right? The only reason why the stock market is going up, in my opinion, is because of a technical bounce, which makes sense. The market has gone straight down for 7-8 weeks straight. So, of course, you're bound to get a violent rally eventually because we're oversold. It makes sense. But don't you dare for a moment think in your life that we're not going to make that next leg lower. Now, again, I could be wrong. But I would say at least try and exercise some type of caution. That's what I'm doing. Again, I am 80% invested in the market. So if I'm wrong and the market goes to all-time highs, which I strongly believe won't happen. As a matter of fact, actually, I won't even go there. Anyway, I was going to say something ridiculous. Sometimes I just go to these restaurants, I just start saying crazy stuff. But anyway, I think that's it. I think you guys get the point. This is going to be a very interesting week. I will give more updates as time goes. It will be, and you know, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if we continue to go up or if we make that next leg down, because that's really what the market has been doing. The market really has had a few days of up, even though it had a whole week. So this might be different. So never mind. Forget what I said. This time might be different. But the bottom line that I want to communicate to you guys is just be careful. You know, no YOLOing. You know, don't SoFi's down 70%. That means I could put all my money in it. No, don't do that, you know? And unfortunately, there will be YouTubers who will tell you to do that. They'll say 3 stocks I'm buying now, 10 stocks I'm buying now. And there are some stocks that I love right now and I want to buy, but I'm being patient because in my opinion, I strongly believe we are going to go lower. And if I'm wrong, fine. But you can't ignore the macroeconomics, folks. You just can't. It looks really bad, don't it? So anyway, that's it. That will go ahead and conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.